So we've been interviewing Vietnam veterans for the Vietnam Memorial down at Green Hill Park. It's nice to archive their stories, especially since, a lot of them are getting up there in age. It's nice to get firsthand recollections of what it was like.
There's the right side, the wrong side, and the real side. Depends who you're talking to.
I learned a lot of how it was for the veterans, the inside story, what they went in day out.
With me, I've always been a jokester. That's one thing I enjoy in life, is to put a smile on people's faces.
So my class spent 2 or 3 days writing some questions.
It varied from question to question. Obviously, there was some that were more lighthearted than the others, but for the really serious ones, it was definitely sad.
You just can't relate to people here.
I'm just really happy that we get to tell their stories.
Definitely a really good learning experience. I never really thought about what these veterans had gone through. No one knows what war is like until you experience it firsthand.
War, is never easy, and history will always try and make of it one way, but hearing how they felt of it is important.
Coming from a small town in Millbury, it was a different thing, because all of a sudden you're in boot camp and all you're doing is listen to people tell you what to do. And then the next thing you know it, you're out to the fleet and you're in a compartment with the Fox Division, which was in charge of the electronics for the gun mounts, and the gunner's mates department. And everybody's different in race, everybody's different in religion. Everybody's got to get along.
The opportunity that kids have today to get in the military, you can get your education paid for when you get out. You can get job placement when you get out. There's so many, and Worcester Technical is the perfect example, because you offer so many different curriculums. You could put that to work in the service. It's not all guns and all that. If that's what you want to do, you join the infantry and you get yourself into situations where you can travel in combat situations. But otherwise, you can get a hell of an education in the service.
And somebody walked up to me and said, "Thank you for your service." And the guy shook my hand, turned around and walked away. And I'm saying, what the heck what's this all about? And my son said, "I think it was your hat." And I had on a Vietnam veteran. I said, damn, that's the first time that's ever happened. And I had already been home from the war 20 years.